Hey gals, Drifter here. Today I'm going to finish up the assault rifles in Modern Warfare 2. It's been a long trip, so let's finish strong. First up today is the ever so popular ACR. The ACR does 30 to 20 damage and shoots at 750 RPM. It is one of the lowest damage output weapons in the game, and it's the lowest of all the assault rifles. If you factor in its superior range, however, you can consider it to be the second lowest next to that of the M4A1. It has a perfectly average reload, clip size, and lots of other little statistics. However, this gun's strength is that it is perfectly accurate at any range and at any rate of fire. There is virtually no recoil on this weapon. When you shoot with red dots and hollow sights, you'll see the dot bounce up and down a bit, but it always settles back perfectly before the next shot. Interestingly enough, it has no sway on the ACOG sight and suffers almost no increase in recoil from the ACOG sight. This is a great gun for marksmen and sprayers alike. Its only flaw is that it's going to take you a lot of shots to kill somebody because of the relatively low damage. When you put thermal sights on it, it will have a bit of recoil, but it's still extremely accurate with thermal sights. I think it's pretty fun to use like this, and it does surprise people. This is my personal favorite assault rifle in the game. Next we have the F2000. This weapon does 30 to 20 damage and shoots at 925 RPM. This is the fastest shooting of the assault rifles and puts out some of the highest damage per second. However, its recoil is absolutely disgustingly sinfully bad, and that's probably why it's so unpopular. Think of this as the P90 of assault rifle. It is extremely effective at close range, but not so much at medium and definitely not at long range. You can do pretty well if you shoot one shot at a time at long range, but there are other guns that do much better than that, and I don't know why you wouldn't use them. Also, this weapon has a special red dot sight that is completely immune to EMPs. If you get EMP'd with this sight on, still works fine. Lastly, we have the AK47. It does 40 to 30 damage per shots and shoots at 700 RPM. It does the most damage per second right behind the TAR-21. However, it's a bit more accurate at range and its recoil is a bit more predictable. This weapon performs well in a variety of situations. Odd to think of how poor it is in real life, though. Also, its attached grenade launcher is unique. You can swap to the GP25 grenade launcher in half the time it takes for the other assault rifles to swap to their grenade launchers. So if you like tubes, this is probably the assault rifle of choice. Oddly enough, the AK47 has no idle sway if you don't have any attachments, but when you put one attachment on it, you'll add idle sway to your sights, which is kind of weird.